This is how I lost $526 day trading Euro USD. It's gonna be a trade breakdown as well as a missed trade breakdown as well. The missed trade, I'm going to be going over why I did not take it, and let's go over our loss and our missed trade. Right. So what were we bullish for this day? And as you can see, our take profit got hit on this. The reason we were bullish, we have a daily CRT to the upside, classic specific profile 2. Actually, let's do a top-down analysis, right? Start for the weekly, my bad for that. Weekly CRT to the upside. Let's go to the daily. Daily classic special profile 2. IRL to ERL. Daily, the discount got hit, so we're going to daily range high. Daily CRT to the upside. Daily fair value gap supporting that CRT. 4-hour New York Russell profile 2. Profile 1, 1 AM accumulation, 5 AM manipulation, and 9 AM expansion. What else do we had for our key level? For our IRL to ERL. For our range dynamic, range low gets souped. So right when it creates range high, range low, and this range is relative to the market price. So we can only execute once the range high or range low gets souped, or SMT. In this case, the range low gets souped. Then we're good to execute to that range high. Our last take profit is all over here. Why? Because we can't go here. Why can we not? It's Thursday. And Friday has to close in a fair price. And we don't want to be getting caught onto that, right? So you guys know time is important. The time you take your trade is important. So we took it on Thursday. Our take profit can be unrealistic and go all over here because market could go up, take us out and eventually go up high from here on, right? That's why we want to have a take profit where we can maximize our take profit and not not round trip. That's what I had in the lower time frame. That was my narrative. I was looking for bullish, looking for a New York reversal. We had a classic investment profile 2, Monday low of the week. Let's go to 15-minute time frame for the execution. But this is specifically for the loss trade, which I made a mistake. We're going over our mistake as well. I'm going over the lessons, over the improvements that we can make from now on in, right? So on the 15-minute time frame, I woke up at 6 a.m. fix. Right, it's right at 6 a.m. I woke up. I saw this entry happening. I was like, oh, let me go wash my face. I don't know why, I don't know how, I did not wake up at 5 a.m. My alarm just did not work. It probably did. It probably did ring, but I was just in a huge deep sleep, which was hard for me to wake up, right? So I was like, oh god, let me go wash my face, let me do a top down analysis, and eventually this was my trade I was looking at, right? So I executed the stop loss here, and market at 7 a.m. news came out, stopped me out, and took more money than intended because the entry, so you can see right over here is above my entry price. Market had a huge spread, right? So market stopped me out right over here. And why did I lose trade? Specifically, the time, right? Soup happened at 5:30. I thought I was fine because my entry happened at 6:15, which is a Pacific time. From 6 a.m. till 10:30 is a Pacific time where we could look for a purge, right? In this case, this one happened at 5:30 a.m., which is not a Pacific time. So market pushed down even lower. Then at 7 a.m. is when the market did another purge. And from there on in, we got a Model 1. Why is this our Model number 1 right over here? Because market went below this other candle, right? This candle helped to push out this other low. So this right here is our Model number 1. Entry there. Stop loss right below a couple of ticks to cover spread. Because this, if the market is down here, the spreads on the brokers are down here. So you want to, not all down there, but like somewhere around here, right? So you want to cover spread. We're going for a 8.9 RR. Our take profit one just got hit. It was a 4 RR take profit. I mean, 3 RR, right? 3.4 RR take profit. And yeah, that is we had the same for this miss rate. We have the same narrative, same bias. It just that the purge happened at the right time. So now let's go over our lessons, go over our miss trade and our lesson to this trade, right? What can we potentially do? As I said, the past God knows how long that I have to wake up at 5 a.m. Today I woke up at like 6 a.m. fixed, right? And that's still not good because I said at 5 a.m. and I woke up at 6 a.m., right? We have to be perfect when we wake up. We can't be perfect in trading. We cannot always be right. We could always be perfect in our rules, right? So let's go over our mistakes. Mistake number one was I did not read my rule and I took the trade. That's the first mistake I made. And now I wrote it down that before I take any trade, if I don't read my rules, I will not enter the trade. I will only execute once I finish reading all my trading rules, because my trading rules help me know what I'm looking at for this specific time. What am I looking at? Is this the right model one? This is the right time, right? So that's mistake number one. Mistake number two is the time of the purge happened at not a key time. Our key time is from 6 a.m. all the way till 10:30 a.m. 6 a.m. right over here, all at 10:30 a.m. The market purges out liquidity at 7 a.m. It's the Pacific time from 6 a.m. to all the way to 10:30 a.m. The Pacific time of a purge for a New York reversal. So market, that's the second mistake. Third mistake is I did not wake up at 5 a.m. I woke up at 6 a.m., which is not a good time, right? I want to wake up at 5 a.m. so I can get my brain to not be foggy. So it's cool, right? And what is our next mistake? That was the only mistake. For now, let's go over our missed trade, right? The trade we're supposed to actually have. Why did I not take this missed trade? Why did it not even go live today? Because I knew that I will have another setup which would be a perfect entry. Right I saw this, I was like, okay, this is gonna be the entry, go for longs. I'm not gonna take it. Right? It's gotta be perfect, as I said. We can't be perfect all the time and knowing where the market will go, being 100% time, like making profits, but we can be perfect. We could be damn near perfect following our trading rules, right? In trading. Right? Our rules in trading is we have to be perfect on, right? We can't be perfect on predict the market, where the market can go, how much, we can't be perfect on making profits every trade. We could be perfect on executing our plan. We could be perfect on following our plan, right? So that's why I did not take it. And other reason I did not take it, since I already took one trade, like I said, this other trade. Why? Because I can only take one trade per session. And my rules is set to give me the highest probability setup, right? The highest probability setup. So that's why I did not take this trade, right? So I knew that my rules are set to give me the highest probability setup. This is the highest probability. This right over here is not. So, but I already took my first trade out of the day, right? I can't take it no more. Why? Because I'm setting here. First of all, my rules are set for me to take the highest probability setup. And second of all, is a one shot, one kill, right? One shot, one kill on a. We could, for one shot, one kill, we can go based out of probabilities. Accepting losses, right? Expecting to lose. Focus on building habits, prioritize skill for profits, right? But that is how we gotta go. Can't be taking more than one trade per session. And if I were to go live today, I knew damn well I'm gonna have an entry on this. I'm not gonna take it though, because I have to be perfect. I have to follow my rules. I have to take the right entry, right? And I have to take one trade per session. That's why it's a one shot, one kill model that I have, right? And this is my missed trade recap and a lost trade recap. Lost trade was basically a mistake I made. So now let's go over our improvements that we can have throughout now on and forward, right? Moving on forward is I must have a Pacific time of purge from between 6 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. The purge is not between 6 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. I'll disregard the trade because time for me is more important than price. Time is more important than CRT. This aspect, you guys may hate it, but time is way more important than CRT. CRT is secondary. Time is always first, right? Second thing is that we gotta wake up 5 a.m. regardless of how I feel. Regardless if I want to say, oh, it's a New York reversal or New York continuation or whatever, right? I must wake up at 5 a.m. The third one is we have to read our rules before taking any trades. If I have a setup and I did not read my rules, I will not take that setup. Once I finish reading my rules, then I could proceed to take the setup, right? And what's my last improvement that we can have is any other thing that we actually did good, right? one trade possession, you lose a loss. It's cool, right? We're gonna be perfect. We'll be perfect on following our rules. We'll be perfect on executing our plan. Because in trading, you could be damn near perfect, right? Because all you gotta do is just follow your rules, right? No, you don't need to be perfect on predicting where the market can go. You need to be perfect on following every single rule you have. You need to be perfect on following that, right? If you have a psychology rule, being this, being that, right? You have to follow it, right? And this trade, my psychology was amazing, and I feel nothing. As I said, when I lose, I feel nothing. When I'm wrong, I feel nothing. When I what do you call it? What was the other one? I'm cold, calm, and calculated during losing streak or winning streak, right? It's nothing personal, strictly business, right? So my psychology was perfect. Just technicals, perfect setup, and yeah, those are the lessons. I only took this trade. I did not take this trade because I wanted to be perfect. I want to be flawless in my entries. I want to follow all my trading rules because my trading rules are set to give me the highest probability setup, which is a one shot, one kill type of model, right? And you guys know I only usually get one setup a week. Sometimes I don't even get a setup a week. Sometimes it's a really rare chance where I get two setups this week, right? And a week. This week, our only setup was this. This right over here that's moved up to the upside was not our setup. That was just low, right? Throughout this whole week, we only had one setup to the upside, right? You can see we're only getting one setup. So we have to focus on the highest probability, right? If I were to just, break my rules and take multiple setups, I would face major losses, right? So that's why my rules decided me to take the highest probability. Last week was a rare chance scenario, right? Where I had two setup, one to the upside and one to the downside, right? And no other setups. And yeah, even the previous week beforehand, right? We only had one setup, which was this right over here. As you can see, we usually get one setup a week, but the setup is, high probability setup and as a very high RR setup, right? So yeah, this is my mid trade breakdown and my lost trade breakdown, right? Why did I miss a trade? I explained it to you guys, and why did I lose? I explained it to you guys. I don't like to make mistakes, but I mean, I don't like to make excuses, not in life, in anything. But in trading, I have to, give you guys the reason why I lost, right? Why did I lose? What can we improve on, right? Because in boxing is different, right? In boxing, you want to make excuses. That's like, being a coward. But yeah, thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, share. I'll see you guys inside my Discord. Link in the description down below. Peace out.